This is what I have had going for a long time. I haven't cross-stitched for a number of years because, well, I got into diamond painting and adult colouring instead. But I don't know if you can see it. I don't have the front original picture anymore. But this is a Semco Innovations kit. It's actually a bilby, which is a native Australian animal. So this is what I have done so far. I don't remember what, I only ever used Ada, and I think this is 14 count, but that's his ear, and this is greenery on the outside. But I have been stitching for about 30 years. But I used to do a lot, but as I found more crafts, I did it less and less. And this one's been packed away very badly. I've got yellowing bits on it. But I thought if I get it out and do it, because I'm thinking about Stitch Mania. Now, starting one a day, well, I looked at some of the videos. There was one lady, I watched her video yesterday and found her channel, and I'm sorry, I've forgotten your name, but at this point I am finding all the floss tube stations I can and subscribe. My partner has got all of his fish tank stuff. If you can hear a hum out here, I'm sitting at the back on the back table, and I'm surrounded by fish items here, with all of these bits and pieces around. Now the colours are in the bilby, of course, the greens and browns, and as you can see, I'm not a tidy stitcher, I never have been. Whether I have been sheltered or what it is, I don't know, but sometimes, because I have a lot of patterns, cross-stitch card shop, all those sort of things, so I have a lot of those. So sometimes I tend to just trying to sort of keep my hand down so you can see me. I wonder if there's something around that I can, you'll see the mess out here with all of my partner's fish stuff. Back into the cross stitching. I think it's about time. I've had about 3 years off. I did diamond painting for about 2 years, almost solid. I crochet rugs for a local charity, St Vincent de Paul, and I've been doing that for years. I don't know how many years, and I've probably made them hundreds, but I do that still as well. So seeing I'm at home now, I want to try and sort of not focus on one craft so much anymore. I want to sort of try and focus on quite a few crafts. So I thought I would do some floss tube videos. I like the feel of it. It's like diamond painting sometimes. You can feel it, and the cotton feels so soft, it does. So I do have plenty of patterns and plenty of kits, and I understand with Stitch Mania you can do as many or as little as you want, whether you want to start one a day for 20 days for 2020, or whether you want to do 31, one for each day. Now I'll warn you in advance, I am a messy cross stitcher. I don't always use frames. When I first started cross stitching, I didn't use frames. I do plan on doing a video sometime to show you some of the stitching I do have in my box, because when the kids were younger and that, I used to frame some, but we've always rented, so I don't have room to put them on walls, so I just throw them in a box. I also probably do things people hate. Excuse me. Talking and got no drink. I do put my needle in my fabric Always have. Done it for 30 years. I never heard the term kitting up before. I just open up a kit and go for it. Or sometimes I'll just pull out a small piece of material and a small pattern and just find my scrappy bits of floss from leftovers of these or whatever that I've got, and just do it with whatever I pick out. And I may do some of that as well. I've only ever used data. I had never used the term rippet. I even had to Google what it was. So I've learned something new there. Kitting up is new for me. Ada's fine by me. I don't fuss over sort of materials or anything like that, and I usually just use what's in the kit. I'm just a straightforward cross stitcher. I also tend to start in the middle, always have. Whatever you do with the grids and starting in the top corners and all that sort of thing, starting in the middle has always worked for me, so I'm happy with that. Yeah, my name is actually Catherine. I used to do diamond painting and colouring videos, but 6 months ago, maybe longer, but my mental health crashed, and then all the COPA stuff happened, so I deleted all my videos, and then I thought maybe with all this going on, it's time to come back, and I might get involved in flosstube, but I will see what happens. But I will show you how my progress with this one is going, and I will do a video sometime of my completed projects I've got in my cross stitch box. I do have some around the house, but while my family's at home, I'm not going to do all that. I want to give them their privacy, so I'm not going to walk around the house and sort of show my family or anything like that, because I want to give them their privacy. So I won't be doing face cam, because wherever I stream is usually where somebody is walking. I don't have my own little room and my own little space to I'm not really giving you much to look at. I'm not stitching, I'm just talking. I don't really have my own little space where I can go in there and nobody walks through or anything like that. But anyway, that's my plans at the moment. So I'm going to do a mixture of videos. So I'll just do what I'm working on at the moment. And if I'm diamond painting, I'm diamond painting. If I'm colouring, I'm colouring, etc. And I'll try and do a floss tube video fairly regularly. If I do decide to do Stitch Mania, there won't be any advanced planning. I'll just pick out a new pattern each morning, and it might not be a big one. I even asked, if I can use whips. So if this one isn't done by the end of the month, which it probably won't, because I do a lot of crafts, so I can include this one, even though it's not a new start in May. And I will see how I go with it. But I'm hoping this will help me go through some of my cross-stitch stash, because cross-stitching for 30 years, I do have a lot, and I've had a big session on buying the English magazine, so I do have a lot, so it wouldn't hurt for me to work my way through some of it. Anyway, I will try and do this regularly, and especially since I'm at home, I do have the time. So I just hope everybody, please stay healthy, stay safe. I hope all your loved ones stay healthy and stay safe, and take care.